Remember when Instagram felt spontaneous? When you could just snap a photo, write a caption, and hit post without overthinking hooks, algorithms, or reach? There was a time when social media felt like a place to connect. Today, it feels more like a place to perform. And if you ever felt scared to post your work or exhausted just thinking about everything you should be doing online, this episode is for you. Because I've been there. I felt that fear. And today, I want to tell you what helped me show up anyway. And you should believe me, because today is a bad hair day for me, and I'm here recording this video for you. I've been on social media for more than a decade. I built a following of hundreds of thousands of people slowly, consistently, and over time. But here's the thing. I didn't do it by being perfect or by mastering the algorithm. I did it by showing up. And in this episode, I'm going to share, number one, why posting your work feels so vulnerable and why that's normal. Number two, how I stopped overthinking every post and started sharing again. Number three, two real stories that changed how I approach social media. And number four, a simple strategy to simplify your posting routine, understand what works, and keep showing up. Let's be honest, social media has changed a lot. It used to feel like a creative playground. You would open Instagram, snap a picture of your desk or your sketchbook, add a filter, and post it. You would connect with other artists, make friends, and feel part of something bigger. Somewhere along the way, it became a lot. Now it feels like a full-time job. You're told you need to understand the algorithm, you need to use trending sounds, you need to edit reels like a pro, you need to post at a perfect time, write clever hooks and strategic captions, and engage for 20 minutes after posting. And even if you do all of that, your post can still flop. You spend hours making it, overthinking it, and then it goes unseen. It's frustrating, and it's easy to take it personally. That's why so many creatives stop posting, because social media stops feeling like sharing and starts feeling like pressure. But here's the truth. Saying I would just not post on social media isn't a great strategy either. Think about it for a second. What do you do when you're thinking of working with someone or buying a product? You Google them. You check their website. You look at their social media. You see what others are saying. Now, imagine you're choosing between two doctors. One has a website, a Facebook page, a few reviews, and an Instagram where they share helpful tips. The other has nothing. No site, no social, no presence. Which one will you trust more? The same happens when people are considering working with you. They will look you up. They will check your online presence. And if they find nothing, it doesn't matter how good you are, you will feel invisible. Social media isn't everything, but it is where people discover you. So instead of opting out, we need a healthier, simpler way to use it. Let me tell you about one of the first times I learned this lesson, and it wasn't long ago. In the past months, I've been sharing photos of post-its that were handwritten by me with quotes or inspiring phrases. I would take a quick photo on my desk, adjust the light a little bit, and post it. Nothing fancy, just honest, simple, real. And those posts worked. They got engagement, they got share, and they connected with people. They were commenting below, and I was replying back. Then one day I thought, if people like this so much, imagine if I make it even better. So I decided to record myself writing the quote. So I used perfect lighting, a tripod, everything. It took forever to film. I edited it, I added music, made sure that it was flawless, and once I posted it, it totally flopped. Almost no engagement. And I thought, wait, the version that took me 10 minutes did better than the one that took me 3 hours? That's when I realized I had overcomplicated it. People weren't connecting with the production itself. They were connecting with the message, with the human behind the post, with my thoughts. Sometimes the simplest version is the best one because it takes less time, it feels more natural, and it actually gets your work out there faster, which is the whole point of it. Now, let's fast forward to something that happened recently. I had a post go viral. And you may say, that's great, Martina, isn't that the dream? But here's what really happened. When a post goes viral, you're suddenly not talking to your community anymore. You're talking to the internet. My followers, the people who have followed my journey for years, they know my work. They connect with my story. They want me to do well. It is a curated audience that I have built step by step for over a decade. But when a post goes viral, it reaches strangers. So with this post, at first I saw wonderful comments from my followers, kind, warm, supportive. Then the flood came. People who didn't know me, who didn't care about without context, started writing awful things, telling me to shut up, mocking me, dismissing what I was saying. And I thought, is this what we are all chasing? Because when we say we want to go viral, we never talk about this part. The hate, the noise, the energy it takes to process it. And that's when I realized I don't want virality. I want connection. I want community. I want people to get to know me. I want to build slowly and intentionally with people who actually care about what I do. That's what leads to real growth. And let's be real, you have probably been in this situation. You decide to post something, you open the app, you tweak the photo, you adjust the crop, you pick a filter, you search for the right song, you start writing the caption, you delete it, you rewrite it, you write it again and again, you look for hashtags, you double check the timing, you question the lighting, and you start feeling that imposter syndrome before posting. And by the time you actually post, an hour has passed. And when you finally do it, the post flops. A few likes, maybe a comment, and you think, why am I even doing this? That's when you realize that the hardest part of posting isn't the work, it's the overthinking. And that's why simplifying your system matters. So let's talk about what helped me show up consistently again, without burning out, without overthinking, and without losing the joy of sharing my work. Number one, accept that social media is a tool. It's not your enemy and it's not your savior. It's simply a tool, one that connects you to potential clients, students, or collaborators. You can either complain about how much it has changed or learn to use it for what it is, a window into your creative world. It's how people discover you, connect with you, and start to trust you. So instead of resisting it, redefine your relationship with it. Number two, don't overcomplicate posting. We make sharing much harder than it needs to be. We spend hours perfecting things that could have been posted in minutes. But the truth is, most people don't remember the polish. They remember the feeling. The more natural and human your post feels, the better it performs. Simplify the process. Post, learn, and move on. Number three, and this is a big one, separate creating from sharing. When you try to create and share at the same time, you paralyze yourself. Keep those two things separate. Create because you love it, then later share it as part of your process. Don't let social media dictate your creativity or compromise you in some way. So let your work feed your social media. Number four, use a scheduler. This changed everything for me. I used to spend 1 to 3 hours per day posting on social media, choosing photos, writing captions, responding to comments. Then I started using a scheduler. Now I dedicate 1 day a month to plan and schedule all my posts. Once it's done, it's done. And I can focus on my projects, teaching, my real life without overthinking every day, what should I post now? Scheduling also helps you create boundaries. You don't have to live your life thinking about Instagram or TikTok. I have recently transitioned into Metricool, which is an app that I really love. It's affordable and it lets you post across multiple platforms. So I use that one app to post across all my social media channels: LinkedIn, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. Before that, I used Get Social, but it was pricier and limited. And by the way, if you already have an Adobe Creative Cloud subscription, there's a great scheduler built into Adobe Express, which is very basic but effective and free with your subscription. So you can start using it right away. I will leave all of those links down below. Number five, analyze what works. This is an important one. You want to connect with your followers, but you also want more people to see your work. And one of the best ways to grow is simply to do more of what works. So by the end of the month, you can look at your analytics. Which posts perform the best? Ask yourself why. Was it the lighting, the topic, the caption, the fact that you were in the photo? Analyze it and take notes. This isn't about obsessing over numbers, but it's about understanding what resonates with your audience. That's how you find your rhythm and your voice, and that's how you grow intentionally. This is something I apply to everything. My work, my business, my social media. I always ask what's working, and then I do more of that. But in order to do that, you have to see what works first. So look at your data, reflect, and use it. Number six, focus on connection. So you want to look at the data and see what works. At the same time, don't lose sight of what really matters. Behind every like, comment, or DM, there's a person. The goal isn't to reach everybody, it's to reach the right people. I would rather have 10 people who really understand my work than 10,000 who scroll past it. So when you post, don't ask, will this go viral? Ask, will this connect with my ideal audience? Number seven, protect your mental space. You can love social media and still set boundaries. You can mute accounts that drain you. You can take weekends offline. Don't measure your worth by your reach. You are a designer, a creative, not an algorithm. Number eight, keep showing up imperfectly. you will never feel completely ready. There will always be a better caption, a better photo, a better day to post. But if you wait for perfect, you will never share anything. So share your work even if it feels scary. The more you do it, the easier it becomes. I can assure you this. And every post is a step closer to someone discovering you. Here's the thing. Social media isn't a reflection of your talent. It's a reflection of your consistency and professionalism. The artists who grow aren't always the most skilled. They are the ones who keep showing up. Some posts will do well, others won't. That's okay. What matters is that people know you exist, because visibility builds trust, and trust leads to opportunity. So let's wrap this up. If you're scared to post your work, that's okay. We all are. But the answer isn't to disappear from social media. The answer is to make it easier for yourself to show up. Simplify, schedule, observe, improve. And most importantly, keep going, because the world can't discover your work if they don't see it. If this video resonated with you, subscribe, like, and I would love to hear from you. Tell me in the comments, what's one thing that has been holding you back from posting your work online? And if you found this helpful, share it with a creative friend who needs to hear it. Thanks for tuning in, and I will see you next time.